Good morning to you. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. I'm Jeff Stelling. Gabby Agbonlahor is with me. I got a text here from, saying I thought Jeff and Gabby were going to talk about Mason Mount's resurgence in Man United. I bet they wouldn't shut up about them if they'd lost, would they? Well, actually, Paul, you know what? You missed us talking about him. Paul is a circus worker, apparently. Yeah. Now,
you beat Wolves. Everyone beats Wolves. Calm down.
Yeah. And we said Mason Mount was brilliant. He was man of the match by a million miles. But, Paul, if you don't listen, don't text. Now, it's about to get tasty in here following Saturday's late drama at Villa Park.
Arsenal, I suspect, will now go on an absolute tear.
How dare you come out and say we're not favourites for the Premier League?
Because you ain't won it since 2004.
I'm sitting here, Gabby, right? Confident. What camera am I looking at? We're going to have this wrapped up by the beginning of May.
Towards Kamara, there's bodies everywhere, there's limbs everywhere, and it's rifled in by Beya!
Aston Villa. Let's get in there.
Just obviously very sad, and I've had enough. Enough.
What do you mean you've had enough?
Whatever the weather, these streets are our own.
Well, one of the voices you heard in there was the Arsenal content creator, Joel Beya, who joins Gabby and I in the studio now. Morning, Joel.
Good morning, Joel.
It's Tuesday. You usually have me in on a Monday. Was it that good? Was the result that good, Gabby?
We just wanted to chat, mate. That's all.
Gabby just wanted, he wanted you to himself.
Yeah, no, I heard.
I know you, mate. You're a man of honour. I knew you'd come in.
Yeah.
Just want to chat about the game. What was your thoughts, mate, on the game?
Well, my thoughts were...
What's up, mate? What was that? What was your thoughts about the game,
My
Joel?
thoughts were what everybody else was thinking. Oh, no, not again. That's 6 losses out of our last 10 appearances for Villa against Arsenal. So you guys have got a really good record against us, you know.
What do you think this will do to Arsenal season? Do you feel that they can pick themselves up from this and go again? Or do you think that now it's nervy time trial?
Jeff, how's that tea? Is it tasty? Yeah.
Yeah. It's very nice. Thanks, Joe. Go and answer the question.
Good. Well, to be fair, look, it's December. You know, you don't lose the league in December. You know,
you'd won it 2 weeks ago, and you said that you'd win it like early May.
Wrapped up by start of May. Yeah, I mean, just December. I don't see why not. Look, the issue is Aston Villa. You've come out dancing all of a sudden, but the reality is, what does this win do for you? You've beaten City. You've beaten us.
Race.
You're not in the title race.
We're only 3 points behind.
You're 3 points behind, but if you look at the last 3 seasons, you haven't even summoned more than 70 points. Yeah. You're not.
This is this season.
What if they go to the Emirates and win?
Which we like to do there, Jeff, by the way.
Jeff, remontada, right? That's the Spanish word for, it's like revenge, you know, like they're not going to come and do the job because right now that hurt us badly, you know.
We have fun at the Emirates.
Do you really?
Arsenal, we do.
Decent results, but...
Last season, didn't we beat you there?
Oh, you know, it's one season, isn't it? We're talking about this season,
How far
are
are we
we?
going to go back then? How far are we going to go back? Are we going to go back 10 years? But listen, Aston Villa, for me in that game, Joel, they went toe-to-toe. Onana, Kamara, Tielemans. Rodgers was like he was playing at Power League with his friends.
Good player.
Just enjoying himself. Martson, I felt done very well. Good decision to play him instead of Digne against Saka. But, you know, like what Arsenal fans want to get some joy from you, Joel. Yeah, you seem a bit down, mate.
It's not about joy. I would probably say it's frustration because my problem is this, right? If I'm to be completely honest, if it's Man City or Liverpool, right, and they are in the peak of their powers, nobody says to them or their fans, oh, you got Villa away, that's going to be dangerous. I think we've still got a lot of work to do because why is it that the week before everyone's telling us, oh, Villa Park, that's going to be dangerous?
Mentality.
I don't think that people believe in us yet, you know, and I understand, you know, we've had 3 years of almost doing it and they're not doing it, but we need to change that mentality. I just don't like the fact that all of a sudden Villa think they're favourites and you know that they're going to win the league. You haven't amassed more than 70 points in the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, but I just look at this season though. I mean, we got the table here, and I can only see one team with 5 green ticks next to their name.
Yeah.
Won our last 5. Incredible form.
Yeah.
Only spent 30 million in the summer. What did Arsenal spend, Joel?
Well, we spent a lot of money, but
How
we
much
needed
do you-
255 million.
Oh, thank you, Jeff.
259 million. Well, Liverpool have spent a lot of money. Like, you know, they're going through what they're going through, but that's another topic.
Do you think that some of Arsenal's problems, we talk about the size of their squad, some of Arsenal's problems come from the size of people talk about injuries. Nobody's going to have any sympathy over injuries when you spent 250 odd million. But for example, you've got people like Eberechi Eze. Now, nobody doubts he's a fantastic footballer. I love him to death.
Yes.
But finding the appropriate place for him to play in that team is a big problem.
It is. I mean, it's a good problem if I'm Mikel Arteta. You got Odegaard, who is, you know, technically one of the best players in the Premier League, and you've got Eberechi Eze, who he's shown, you know, recently what he can do against Spurs, etc. Like, so it's a good problem to have. I just think that we have to sort it out. We have to sort it out. Right, I'm lost for words this morning.
But do you think, Joel, that Aston Villa have made a statement now for the Premier League of like, have a go at them? They're not as good as you think they are. Have a go at Arsenal and look what can happen. Was it 16 shots Aston Villa had? Could have scored maybe 5 or 6. So could Arsenal, of course. But I just felt Arsenal were there to be taken. Aston Villa done it.
Maybe we're there to be taken because of the injuries. Like I said, all season.
How long did that take for the injuries to come up,
But it's the truth, though. If you look, we've just had Gyökeres back. He's still not in full form. We don't have Havertz. You know, we've got our main centre backs.
255 million in the summer, and you've lost to a side who spent 26 million.
Mosquera just got injured. We played that centre back pairing for the first time.
Over the injuries,
but Jeff, Aston Villa missing Tyrone Mings, centre back. Villa's bench.
Tyrone Mings, come on, mate.
Villa's bench: Lindelof, Bizot, Digne, Garcia, Bogard, Hemmings, a young lad, Buendia, Sancho, Marlon. Arsenal's bench: Kepa, Luis Skelly, Ranieri, Gyökeres, Martinelli, Brazilian superstar, Matt Wakey. God knows what he cost. Trossard. How dare you talk about injuries?
First of all, Trossard is injured. He came on and came back off, right? Niggles. He did get the goal as well, but he came on, came back off. Madueke is still catching fitness. You know, Gyökeres not fully fit yet. The list goes on.
Joel, I want to ask you a serious question. All the money that's been spent there, you've got a massive issue at centre forward. Mikel Merino is not a centre forward. He scored 3 league goals this season.
Done well.
Victor Gyökeres, to me, he's done well, but he's not a centre forward. Victor Gyökeres, to me, has got it all to show. When he came on Saturday, didn't hold the ball up, he didn't hold any sort of strength. He went over pretty much every time he was challenged. He's got 4 league goals. Haaland's got 15.
No, but we can't compare Gyökeres to Gyökeres.
Thiago at Brentford's got 11. Let's compare him with him, shall we? Instead,
but they lost to Brentford, though.
Well, Danny Welbeck's got 7. You know, Jean-Philippe Matella's got 7. You haven't got a goal-scoring centre forward.
But we don't need to, though, if you think about it, Jeff. No, think about it, because in our team...
You don't need a goal-scoring centre forward.
Yeah, no, you don't, because we spread the goals in our team. If it's not the centre forward that's scoring, it's Trossard. If it's not Trossard, it's Saka. If it's not Saka, you know, you've got Eze. So we'll be all right. It'll all work out.
You talk about the injuries, though. Your back 4 on the weekend. Calafiori, experienced player.
Yeah.
Right back, Ben White, top right back. Centre half, Timber, Dutch international. Play centre half many times, no problem.
Not for Arsenal, though.
Hincapié, 50 caps for Ecuador. Over 100 appearances at Bayer Leverkusen. Experienced centre half. So I can't have the injuries. You still got a top back 4 there.
If you're looking at our back 4, though, Gabby, how many times did those centre backs pairing play together?
Happens, mate. It's
yeah,
football.
but how many times?
Arteta, you know, he's got to get the dog into training more and get the music on and train more with different options.
So, my opinion, if I was to ask you today, who's a better manager of Unai Emery and Mikel Arteta? Really?
I would do.
What would you say?
I say it depends, innit? How you look at it.
Ooh.
Because I really rate Unai Emery.
You want him back?
No.
You want to swap? We don't want him, mate. We don't want Mikel.
I reckon. You know what? I do blame some of the Arsenal fan base for getting him out too early.
Ooh.
People that me and you know, by the way. People on Twitter.
I know
nasty people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
On the case.
Yeah, like I believe that if Unai was given more time,
100%.
Like, I think
and he had the
back
backing and the money to spend. I just feel like he's such a tactical genius. Do not be surprised. I don't think we win the league. I think we finish in the top 5, but I don't be surprised we win the Europa League.
Yeah, that's his cup, though, isn't it? Really? Yeah. No, Villa are a good team.
You still win the league in early May, Joel, or you got to change that statement?
Nah, we still win it in early May because it's still mid-December.
Even though you're 2 points behind Manchester City.
I don't, but do you know what it is? I don't trust everybody else's defence. I think Man City are still leaking in goals, right? Which they obviously are. You guys, your defence ain't great. You've been good in the last week.
Great.
It's not great. Look at the stats. How many of you conceded so far already? 15 goals. You scored 22.
Conte's the best centre half in the league.
I think he's really good, by the way. I think if his PR was better, it would be rated. No, it's true. I just don't think he has great PR. I think he's really good. Him.
Top player.
Yeah, it's a shame when he leaves for a World Cup.
He doesn't need PR. He just gets England caps, you know. So I think the last word here has come from a text. It says, "Morning, guys. To top it off, Arsenal are out of the FA Cup. Play up, Pompey."
Shout out to Pompey. That was my university.
Was it?
They've done a great job. They've done a great job with you, mate.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
guy,
you, mate.
Joel.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Joel, thanks for coming in.
That was
I
ruthless.
like the humble Joel. I like it, Jeff. I like this guy. He's a nice guy deep down.
Thank
you, man. See you in a couple of weeks.
Mate.
See you, Joel. Take care.
Get me a couple comps if I'm allowed in the stadium.
Yeah, no, mate. That's down the bid, isn't it?
Just go back to the subject. Oh, by the way, the latest episode of the talkSPORT Daily podcast available now as Ali McCoy joins me to discuss whether Villa are Arsenal's biggest threat for the title this season. We were talking to a Wolves fan about fan power a little while ago. Jamie from Liverpool has texted and said, "Re the Wolves fan. Everton fans did an incredible job. They prevented the board from attending games, but ultimately the financial damage had already been done. Thankfully, we had a handful of players and a passionate fan base who dug in to get the job done and keep us in the league despite the noise. Wolves aren't as fortunate, unfortunately." That's from Jamie in Liverpool. Thank you, Jamie. Up next, we bring you a reaction to the FA Cup draw last night and highlight which ties you need to keep an eye on.